Hello Body4Change trainers. We've recently updated our session tracking system and it's designed to make everything much more simple for the client, for you as the trainer, and for us as management. And so pay close attention to this video as it will show you how it can be a great tool for you. It is found at www.body4change.com/sessions. Here you will find a login page for clients, for trainers, and for managers. Each one of you have been given a PIN number and each one of your clients has been given a PIN number. For today's purposes, we will use a trainer login PIN of 2222. This is for a previous trainer who is no longer with us, who we will use as our example today. Here we have Becky Kerr. Current pay $142. It shows the last pay period, last pay, last commission, last total, and a history of all her paychecks. Here she has her client list. We have Oprah and we have Michael Jordan. They are her two clients. Now pay close attention to this current pay of $142 and we will watch how the system works. So when Michael Jordan begins to train with Becky, he will punch in his PIN number and sign in. It automatically defaults to his regular trainer, which is Becky Kerr. He will punch in. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for punching in, Michael Jordan. You have 6 visits remaining. And there it shows his recent visits. Sign out. Let's punch back in for Becky Kerr. Look, it increased in value. So I believe before it was $142 and now it is $156. Therefore, $14 was added to the current pay of Becky Kerr when Michael Jordan punched in. Well, let's say Oprah trained later that day. So Oprah punched in. So she signs in. It defaults to her regular trainer. Now, one thing to note is that if Oprah's regular trainer could not train her that day and perhaps Bree was filling in, or Zach, or Chris, or Kimberly, or Alyssa, Oprah could then select whichever trainer is training her that day. But for today's purposes, we'll have it select the default trainer, punch in, thank you for punching in Oprah, you have 9 visits remaining. And what happens to Becky Kerr's pay? Well, one thing you should know is that Oprah was actually set up so that $20 was added to the pay of Becky Kerr. So before it was $156, where Oprah is paying has a different package setup. So $20 every time she trains is added to the current pay of Becky Kerr. And you can see all of the recent visits of Becky Kerr. We could click on Oprah's training log and view all her recent visits. We could click on Michael Jordan's history and view all his recent visits. Now let's go down here. Let's say, like I said, I know I repeated it before, but you only get paid if your client punches in. So what happens if your client forgets his or her PIN number? Let's say Oprah forgot her password. So you as a trainer, remember this is your page as a trainer, you would go to this bottom area and click on one of your clients, Oprah. She forgot her password. It tells you that the password was reported and session logged. So what happens is that on the manager's side, I would then log in right there, and I won't go there so as to keep all the information private, but I am able, actually I'm going to pause the video and okay, so here you can actually see that there is a password pending. So I click on that and this is what it shows. It shows that Oprah forgot her password with Becky Kerr. So that tells me as a manager or the secretary that I need to let Oprah know that her PIN number is 1234. So I approve it and then I actually end up punching in for Oprah. So I punch in for Becky. Boom, boom. Sign out. So what happens? 2222. I punch in as a trainer. Look, it went from 176 to 196. Therefore, a session was logged for Oprah, and the pay was given to Becky. Now, let's say that you show up to the appointment and your client does not. So you have a no-show. We all hate the no-shows, but it does happen. Let's say Michael Jordan forgot about his appointment, so you come down here on your trainer page and record a no-show. There we have it, no-show was recorded. Notice that your pay has not increased yet. And we'll go back, sign out. So the manager, when he or she signs in, the manager would see this on the manager page in which Michael Jordan was a no-show with the trainer Becky Kerr. And now I may contact Michael and say, what happened, Michael? I'll say, I completely forgot about it. I was too busy, spending lots of money. And say, okay, that's fine. Don't do it again. We are going to have to charge you a session. So I approve it. And if I approve it, that means it deducts one session from Michael Jordan and adds $10 to Becky Kerr. $10 is the amount that the trainer receives for a no-show. Now, if I deny it, that means maybe we're just being a little lenient because it was Michael Jordan's first time. So it won't deduct a session from him, but it will give the trainer the $10. So the trainer is always paid for the no-show. But for today, I'm going to approve the no-show. And here we will sign in again, and went from 196 to 206. Therefore, a session was deducted from Michael Jordan, and $10 was added to Becky Kerr. So that's how it works with forgotten passwords, with no-shows. Now, let's say Becky Kerr did an intro with a client. Oh, I apologize. Here is a date selector. On September 11th, there was an intro done with Tiger Woods. Shall record the intro. It says that the intro was recorded. Notice that no money was added. It's still at $206. Sign out. The manager then logs in. And here we see where the intro sessions are recorded on the manager page. So Tiger Woods had an intro with Becky Kerr. Now did he decide to stay with us and sign, or did he drop Body4Change? And now this all affects the value. Well, let's say Tiger Woods loved Body4Change. He loved his trainer, so he signed. Therefore, when Becky Kerr logs back in, boom, $50 was added to the current pay because Tiger Woods signed. $50 is the bonus when your intro signs with us. Now, let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything. So this is kind of your page in which you can keep track of your clients and understand how many sessions they have remaining. You can view your recent visits with your clients. You can view each one of their personal histories of training. You can view your current pay. Now what happens here is that on the 16th and the 1st of every month, the pay period will run. Now due to our updating the system, that's why we've kind of done some test runs, so the numbers are a little bit scawampus. But what will happen is on September 16th, the date of September 16th will show here. The current pay will then be moved over to this pay. Commission will be automatically calculated and a total amount will appear. And that total amount is the amount you will receive a check for. Now over the course of the next few months, you'll be able to view your pay history. So therefore, it is all done automatically. The current pay is reset back to zero on the 1st and the 16th of every month. It's done automatically, so therefore there shouldn't be any issues as far as pay. As long as your clients are punching in, you will be paid accordingly. This is designed to make everybody's life more simple. We want the clients to use it. In fact, we don't just want them to use it, we need them to use it if you want to get paid. It is mandatory that your client logs in order so you get paid as a trainer. However, if there are no-shows or forgotten passwords, that is when you would need to punch in as a trainer, and you can record that accordingly. Or if at any given time you want to know what your pay is, you can view it there. You can view your pay history at any time. So we hope that it is an effective tool for you to use. Please contact me with any questions. Hopefully it is simple enough, but hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll talk to you soon.